Afternoon, all the scholars.
This call is now being recorded.
Myself, Prem Shankar Pandey, is going to bring the important questions that was conducted on 24th and 25th of this month. Altogether, I am able to collect 64 questions of paper 1. As the official question paper has not come, so these questions are based on memory. So there may be some mistakes in the questions, so that we will try to rectify. But these questions will definitely give you a correct view and a further planning for next 4-5 days that you have. One new thing that has come out on these 2 exams on 24th and 25, that most of the questions are repeated from the previous year question papers from 2015 to 2019. So those who have not solved the previous year question paper from 2015 to 2019, kindly go through and solve it in the next 4 days. Many questions are going to be repeated. So I'll be displaying the questions. You'll find out those who have solved it already. You need to have the pen and paper with you. If you do not have, kindly get it, because you have to solve some of the questions and reply. If you're not able to reply, I'm going to explain that question in detail. I hope I am clearly audible and clearly visible to all of you. My presentation is also visible. Kindly write yes if you can hear me and you can see the screen completely. Okay, thank you. Now I'm sure you must have the pen and paper with you. Then I'm going to start the questions and you have to reply in the chat box. So here's the first question that is based on some number series. Try to solve it. You have 2 minutes time to solve this question. The first answer is given by Namit. You can switch on your mic and you can explain to this question to the other scholars.
Yes, sir. It is in the form of 2 series. The first one is a square and the second one is cube. Here, as we can see that we have to check at 1 cube, then 2 square of 2, then again cube of 3, then square of 4, then cube of 5, then square of 6, then cube of 7, and then square of 8. So one term is followed by square and another term was followed by cube.
Very nice. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Namit. Whenever you get such questions of number series, you have to immediately apply addition, subtraction, multiplication, then a square, cube, then even number, odd number, real number. These are the only basics on which they give the number series. So immediately you keep on changing this trick. First you check whether it's addition or subtraction or multiplication, then odd number, then even number, then a square, then cube, then even real number, odd number, even number. That's all. Okay, so I'll move on to the next question. If anyone do not understand this, kindly write me in the chat box. You have to tell me the full form of RUSA. I have not written the options, so write the full answer. Koyal has written the complete answer. Rashtriya Uchchatar Shiksha Abhiyan. Fatima is also right. Namit has given the fast answer, so he has just written the half answer. Rashtriya Uchchatar Shiksha Abhiyan was centrally sponsored scheme, and it was launched in the year 2013. So they may change the questions, so we must know the complete detail. The main aim of this organization is to provide strategic funding to eligible states in the higher education. And they have decided some funding ratios. If it is the university, it's a central university, then the funding will be in the ratio of 60:40. 60% from the central university and 40% from the state university. In state of general category states, it is 90:10. And for a special category, it is important. Kindly note down. If you do not understand, read on the Google about the ratios. It is important. Okay, here is the next question. Very right, all of you are right. 1 bit is equal to 8 byte, and the similar question may be asked. 4 byte is known as what? 4 bits. 1 bit is equal to 8 byte, and 4 bits is equal to nibble. Brilliant, brilliant, Bharti and Deepthi. 4 bit is equal to 1 nibble. So one question must be asked from this bits, bytes, MB. So you must have the knowledge that 1 bit is equal to 8 bytes, and 1024 bytes is equal to 1 kilobyte. Generally, in calculation, it is regarded as similarly in the ratio, it keeps on increasing. 1024, 1 megabyte, then 1024 megabyte is equal to 1 gigabyte. So likewise, it keeps on increasing. So do not get confused in this question. Digital versatile disk. Sangama, Namit, Suma, all are right. The full form is digital versatile disk. Here's the next question. The standard of the question is quite moderate. It's not a bit tough or not too much easy. This is integral yoga is something different. Options are not available. Integral yoga is different from conventional yoga. It is also known as super mental yoga, which is based on the philosophy and practice of Sri Aurobindo. He started this yoga in the year 1926 along with Mother Mira Alfassa. Sri Aurobindo and the mother Mira Alfassa, they both started integral yoga in the year 1926. Yeah, mother name is Mira Alfassa. Sri Aurobindo and Mira Alfassa. So query by Vidyut. Yes, in the year 1980, Takshashila was declared as a heritage site by UNESCO. So you must read about Takshashila and Nalanda. There will be a question on 1st of October from Takshashila and Nalanda. You can note down this point. Kindly read in detail about these two universities. They are the oldest university of India. So kindly make a note. The right answer is 1980. Here is the next question. Yes, it's a very easy one. You just have to read the table of 8 and you will get the answer. 40 is the right answer. All of you are right. This is one question from IT sector. This is something related to internet and you have to tell the full form. Internet of Things, very right. All of you are right. Namit, Sangma, Koyal, then Mali Patil, all of you are right. Internet of Things is describing the network of physical objects that are embedded with sensors, softwares, and some other technologies for the purpose of connecting and exchanging the data with other devices in the system over internet. So Internet of Things is the right answer. Although this question has been related to politics, but politics has been excluded from the syllabus. So this can be called as a general question, a very simple question. And they may also ask about the chronological order in which the number of seats are there in the Lok Sabha. We must know which state is at number 1 and which is at number 2. So such type of question can also be asked. All of you have given the right answer. UP is having the maximum number of seats. There are 80 seats. 80 seats are there in UP. Only having 25 seats. UP is having the maximum number of seats, that is 80, Maharashtra is having 48, and after that West Bengal is having 42, and after that Bihar and Tamil Nadu having 39. So this 4 sequence you must remember. The next question. This is a current affair. Recently, a city, Pune, that's right, Sangama is right. Pune has hosted a workshop on increasing water use efficiency in the industries. These were the options: Mumbai, Pune, New Delhi, and Jaipur. So Pune is the right answer. You can read on internet about this in detail. Here is the next question. Eklavya, or all of you have given the right answer. Eklavya is the right answer. I'd like to give you some detail about Eklavya. Eklavya Technology is a channel that is a joint initiative by IIT and IGNOU. It was inaugurated by Professor Murli Manohar Joshi, who was the HRD minister in the year 2003. So it was launched in the year 2003 by HRD Minister Murli Manohar Joshi with a joint initiative by IIT and IGNOU. The objective of this initiative is to bring the audience about the actual IIT classroom virtually at their doorsteps. So this channel is dedicated to technical education, and it shall run the programs generated at different IITs. So different IITs are involved and connected with this channel, like IIT Madras, IIT Kharagpur, IIT Delhi, all are parallelly running their sessions on this channel. Reshmi Matthew, it's not random access, it is read-only memory. Compact is read-only memory. All of you are right. Compact disk, read-only memory. This is again a current question. All of you are right. This is Vishwanathan Anand, is the brand ambassador of WWF, India's Environment Education Program. And before Yami Vishwanathan Anand, Yami Gautam was the brand ambassador. The option is methane. The next question is MRAM. They have asked about it is a which type of memory? So this is a new type of RAM known as magnetic RAM, magnetic random access memory. This is a non-volatile memory, whereas RAM is a volatile memory. Magnetic RAM is a non-volatile. Yeah, the next question is, which state has approved the Groundwater Act 2020 to improve the groundwater level? So it is, yeah, option answer is given. I could not animate it. UP is the right answer. In Act 2000, which section is related to punishment for cyber terrorism? So kindly read something about cyber terrorism. So you can note down this option and read something about cyber terrorism, cyber crime. And then 18, you have to solve it. Although the answer is given, but you have to solve, and one who solves first will give the explanation how you have solved this. The one who completes can automatically put your mic on and explain the answer.
So it's me, 2 cube plus 2, 3 cube plus 3, 4 cube plus 4. Similarly, 5 cube plus 5 equals 130.
That's brilliant. So this is how it becomes 130. 1 plus 1q, 2 plus 2q, 3 plus 3q, 4 plus 4q, and 5 plus 5q. Earlier it was 32, but now it is 34. Some of you have given the right answer. Reshmi, Kavita, Bharti, Harinder, Soma, all of you given the right answer. Swayam Prabha is a group of 34 DTH channels, and they are devoted for telecasting of high quality educational program 24/7. They are using the satellite GSAT 15. And these programs are repeated 5 times in a day. If they are telecasting any program, that will be repeated 5 times. So total there are 34 channels. As I said, Nalanda and Takshashila, both universities are very important. So kindly read the complete detail of these two universities. Very right, Kavita and Namit. The right answer is Kumar Gupta 1. What is the branch of the study of role of time in communication? It's not chronic, but it is chronemics. The right answer is chronemics. Almost all of you have given the right answer. This question is repeated. Earlier also this question has been asked. Again a number series. The one who completes the series kindly explain. Mercy has given the answer 276. Kindly explain this. The one who is giving the answer, you
Sir?
need to explain it. Yes.
Actually, 6 into 3, 18, minus 4, 14. So, multiply by 3, then increase the even numbers, but minus 6, like that.
No, it's not fitting because you said it is 6 into 3 minus 4. That's right, 14. But 14 into 3 minus 4 is not 36.
14 into 3 minus 6, sir. Even numbers we have to increase.
Okay, and then 36 into 3 minus
36 into 3 minus 10.
why 10? The next even number is 8. Okay, next is Namit. You have given the answer 280. Can you explain?
No, no, sir. I just followed the same pattern, but it is not suiting, sir. I just followed the same pattern. 6 into 3 minus 4 and 14 into 3 minus 6, but it is not suitable,
Okay,
sir.
so keep brainstorming your mind until some of you give the right answer.
Sir, I think it is in two terms. First is 6, 36, then next one, then 14, 98, then next one, I think.
Try.
6 into 6, 36, 14 into 7, 98. Then 36 into 8, 36 into 8, 288, sir. Just guessing, sir. No,
Now
option is
here's the
not there.
option.
Okay, okay.
Sir,
Yes,
shall I
please.
explain? That is 1 plus 2 square plus 3 square. 3 square, sir. Likewise, it's increase. 1 plus 2 square plus 3 square.
Okay.
14.
Okay.
1 plus 2 cube plus 3 cube. Like that. Then 1 plus 2 power 4 plus 3 power 4. Like that. It goes on increasing. We will get an answer.
So what is the right answer?
276. That is the answer.
What's your name?
Mercy.
Okay, Mercy has given the right answer. Very right. Brilliant mind you have. This is the only right way to find out the right answer. 1 plus 2a square plus 3a square, then 1 plus 2q plus 3q, then 1 plus 24 plus 34. Likewise, you will get the 276. I hope the answer is clear to everyone. Right? Yes, if the answer is clear.
Please repeat it once, sir.
It is like 1 plus 2 is to power 1 plus 3 is to power 1. So you will get 6. Then 1 plus 2 is to power 2 plus 3 is to the power 2. Then you will get 14. Then 1
Yes, sir.
plus
Yes, sir.
3 is to power 2, 3 is to power 3, then 2 is to power 3 plus 3 is to power 3. You will get 36.
Yes, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll move on to next question. There was a matching question: formative assessment, summative assessment, continuous assessment, and comprehensive assessment. And you have to match with the definition. So I have not got the options. Here is one blood relation question.
So the last line is not visible, sir.
Okay, the last line is how A is related to D.
How?
A is related to D.
D for dog.
Yeah. So to find the relation between A and D. I have got 3 answers. Waiting for some more answers.
Yes, sir. Granddaughter.
Ambika Vati. Okay, granddaughter is right. So you need to learn this technique to find the blood relations. Ambika Vati asking for the answer of 23. Dear, the answer is to match the definition. I do not have the option. So kindly read about these 4 evaluations: formative, summative, continuous, and comprehensive. Formative assessments are the assessment that is done quarterly or monthly basis. Then summative assessment is done at the end of the complete year, like it is done in the month of March. Continuous assessment means every day you are assessing your student. That is a continuous assessment. And comprehensive assessment is doing in-depth analysis of
D.
the students. Okay, so yeah, A is related to D. A is the granddaughter of D. Okay, so now I move on to next. Here is the 4 options. I'm not getting the right answer for this question. Kindly read the question again. It is classroom communication. Nisha has given the right answer. Classroom communication cannot be for making a social identity. A teacher is not going in the classroom to reform his social identity. He is not going to be biased in the classroom. Bias means giving preference to one student more than the other. That's the biasness is not allowed in the classroom communication. Teacher cannot be aggressive. So group aggression can not also be there. So external initiative has to be there by the students as well as the teacher. So in the classroom communication, external initiatives should be there. This question is repeated. This was also asked in the year 2016. Same question was asked. All of you are giving the wrong answer. I'll repeat. Look at the question again and look for a logical reason. The right answer is given by Namit, Fatima, Babita, Pralay. Yeah, Lucknow is the right answer because the other 3 cities, through the cities, the sacred river Ganga flows, Rishikesh, Allahabad and Patna, where in Lucknow, Ganga river does not flow. There was a question of DI. This time the DI in both the days, it was very simple. It was just based on percentage, and passage was moderate. 5 passages and 5 DIs were there. So I'm not going to discuss those questions because those questions can't be remembered. This question has been taken from the new educational policy. The name of HRD has been changed in the new educational policy. Yes, right. Kavita, Namit, Neeru, all of you are right. Fatima, Ministry of Education is the right answer. Here is one question of simple interest. It's a very easy question, just try. I do not have the option. The question is rate of simple interest. You have to find out per annum at which a sum of money, the principal amount is not given, but it is doubled in 16:2 by 3 years. If you have your pen and paper, you can find out. I have not got any answer of this question. If it is not clear, I'll explain. But I hope that out of 26 students, some of you will give the right answer. Yes, Mali Patil is right. Mercy is also right. Yeah, sure, Ambika, I'll explain it. First, you read the question. The rate of simple interest per annum. The question is asking about the rate of interest, R, rate. You have to find out the rate. Principal, P is not given. Time is given, 16:2/3. So in fraction, it will be 50/3 years. And your interest is given. Interest is equal to the principal amount. That means if the principal amount is 100, your interest will also be 100. So altogether the money will be doubled, 200. Okay, so here we have to find out the rate of interest. Rate of interest is not given. Time is given, 50/3. Principal amount is not given. So if you get any such type of question, you just suppose that principal amount is 100. And here the interest is also given. It is 100. The interest is 100. Then only the principal amount will be doubled. Then you can apply the formula. The formula is interest is equal to P R and T divided by 100. So you just put all these values and you will get the right answer. P is equal to 100 multiplied by R. We have to find out the value of R. Time is already given, 50/3. Divided by 100. Divided by 100 is equal to interest is given 100. So this is the equation. Now you can find the value of R. I hope all of you can do this. If anyone does not understand, write me In the chat box, I'll explain it again. Okay, that means all of you have understood. That's great. %6 is the right answer. Here's the next question. I have the options also. I've got 3 answers, Namit, Reshmi, and Harinder. All of you are right. The right answer is A. If you get any such questions related to age, you need not to solve through equation. Just go through the options. So here the present age of X is 40 and Y is 60. So I'll go with first with option A. If it is not valid, then I'll go with B. Then it is not valid, I'll go with C. So likewise, first I'll go with A. So if I think that the answer is 10 years, that means 10 years ago, the age of X will be 30 and the age of Y will be 50. So 30 by 50, the ratio is 3:5. So A is, I have got the right answer at the first option itself. Sometimes you may need to go up to option number 4. But this is the easiest technique. Without any pen and paper, you can solve such questions using the options. If this question is not clear, then I'll explain again. Kindly go through the options, please. Suppose the answer is 10 years. That means the present age of X is 40. So before 10 years, the present of before the age of X will be 30. And before 10 years, the age of Y will be 50. And it is asking the ratio of the age before 10 years. So the ratio is 3:5. I hope it is clear to Kavita. Okay, I'll move on to next question. Another number sequence. First answer is given by Namit. You need to explain here.
Yes, so first we have to take the difference between all the digits. That is from 0 to 8, it is 8. Then again from 8 and 24, the difference is 16. And the difference between 24 and 48, it is 24. So likewise,
22.
we have established a
Yeah.
difference like difference between 8 and 16, 8. Then
Okay.
Yeah, the next will be 32. So you need to add 48 and 32.
yes,
That's brilliant. All of you are in the right answer. It is the right answer. Those who have studied about research, they must reply to this question. Government of India has formed a database for submitting the thesis of India. Screen is not visible. Okay, wait. I hope the screen is visible now.
No, sir. நினைக்கிறேன் சோது கங்கா ஆன்சர் வந்து இதுதான்.
Oh, sorry, I have muted myself. I don't know how. I'm extremely sorry. Okay, I'm audible now. Right? Yes, if you can hear me. Okay, thank you. Mistakenly, it got muted. I don't know how. Okay, there was a query regarding the answer of question number 44. The right answer is 75. You just add all the numbers and you will get the answer 75. Add the numbers and divide by 5.
Fine. Yes.
Then communication methods, the right answer is A. Moving on to next question. You have to calculate the simple interest. This is the second question asked from the same area. Earlier also we found the similar questions. You have the option also. So you just need to set all the given elements in the formula. Interest is equal to PRT by 100. If anyone cannot solve, kindly write me in the chat box. But if everyone can solve, I will not explain this. Yeah, all of you are right. 1800 is the right answer. I'll just go back to explain the previous question because I was muted. I was explaining something. Okay, Nisha, I will explain. Communication method ends when the receiver gives the feedback. Here, the option could be when the sender receives the feedback. Until the sender receives the feedback, the communication process is not complete. But that option is not here, so the receiver gives feedback. So they may flip the options. So if the option is given, sender receives the feedback, so that is until sender receives the feedback, there is a chance that in between the feedback may miss out somewhere. So the communication process will only end when the sender ensures that the message is received by the receiver. Okay, I just explained this question for Nisha. The formula is PRT by 100. Okay, so we have 5000. P is equal to 5000 multiplied by R is equal to 12 multiplied by T is equal to 3. So you just multiply them and divide by 100. You will get the right answer. 12 into 3, 36. 36 into 5, 180. Two zeros will be cut. So it will come 1800. I hope now it is clear to Nisha.
Yes, sir, clear. Thank you so much.
Right, yes, if it is clear. I'll move on to next question. The right answer is D. Delta botulinum. Botulinum is a type of toxin that if you consume this toxin, it will make you paralyzed. Botulinum is a type of toxin. It's a very hazardous substance. If you come in contact with botulinum, it will make you paralyzed. Yeah, you may survive from the radioactive substances, but botulinum is quite lethal. I hope the answer is clear. Okay, I'll move on to the next question. Yeah, pathogens is also a type of substance that creates a disease, but it's not lethal one. It only creates some infection. It is a type of germ. Pathogens is a type of germs that can create infection in the body. So the right answer is D. Botulinum is the right answer. Okay. Here is another term from the IT.
Basic input-output system.
Yes, very right. It is
Yes.
basic input and output system.
Yeah.
Very right. I'll move on to next.
And,
This MDG is very important. If you have not studied about MDG, kindly read about this. Both the days question has been asked from MDG, Millennium Development Goal. They have asked the question on both the days. MDG. It's not MPG, it's MDG, Millennium Development Goal. The question was actually, what is the fourth goal of MDG? They have set various goals. The first goal is to eradicate poverty and hunger. The second one is to achieve universal primary education. The third one is to promote gender equality and empowerment. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so kindly mute everyone so that there won't be any disturbance in between. Okay, so the third goal was to promote gender equality and empowerment of women. And the fourth goal was to reduce the child mortality. So they have asked about the fourth goal. This Millennium Development Goal is set up by World Health Organization. So kindly go through this thoroughly. Note it down in your paper to read about MDG. The fourth goal is child mortality rate. The question was, what is, I have already explained here, the first goal is to eradicate the poverty and hunger. Then second one, to achieve universal and primary education. The third one is to promote gender equality and empowerment of women. And the fourth one is child mortality rate. I'll just paste here in the chat box. Kindly go through this. These are the sequence in the chronological order. The 5, there are some other goals also. I have only pasted 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But read complete detail of MDG.
Maternal health. Okay, sir.
Very right. Panini. Namit has given the right answer. Panini has written Astadhyay. This is a book. This question is repeated in the year 2016. The same question was asked, ditto question, and it is repeated again. That is the reason I am emphasizing to solve the questions from 2015 to 2019 word for word. Yes, C is the right answer. All of you are right. Those who have given the right answer, I am sure you have gone through the previous year papers. China is at number 1, United States at number 2, India at number 3, and Russia is at number 4. China and the USA, they together produce 40% of the entire CO2 in the world. We have asked the full form of NPTEL. Tell me the full form of NPTEL. That's brilliant. Meenakshi has given the right answer. National Program on Technology Enhanced Learning. 51 answer is C. China, USA, India, and Russia. NPTEL stands for National Program on Technology Enhanced Learning. It is a project formed by Ministry of Human Resource and Development, and it was initiated in collaboration with all the IITs, Bombay, Delhi, Kanpur, Kharagpur, Madras, Guwahati, and Roorkee, the 7 IITs. And they are also collaborated by the Indian Institute of Science. This program was set up in 2003 to provide the quality education to anyone who is interested in the learning from the IITs. The main goal of NPTEL was to create web and video courses in all the major branches of engineering and physical sciences at undergraduate as well as postgraduate levels, as well as management courses. Later on, they also covered postgraduate courses. One question was from the research ethics. I did not get the right question, but kindly go through all the research ethics. There was one question about primary pollutant. Can anyone of you explain what is primary pollutant?
Yes, sir. Primary pollutant and secondary pollutant, basically, primary pollutants were those instances which are directly responsible for the pollution of air, whereas secondary pollutant is the mixture of primary pollutants with a chemical reaction between two substances like acid rain, smoke. All these comes under the secondary pollutant, whereas carbon dioxide, nitrous, all are comes under the hydrocarbons, sulfur oxide, nitrogen oxides.
Very
all those
right, very right,
primary
very right.
pollutants.
You are very right. The question was actually you had to identify the primary pollutant. The options were given like SO2, CO2, carbon monoxide, like that. So right answer was carbon monoxide, CO. Carbon monoxide is a primary pollutant. So kindly go through this primary and secondary pollutant. Note it down in paper. You can go through them. They are asked a question that which among the following is a learner-centered teaching method. The options were given like lecture method, demonstration method, seminar method, and workshop method. The options were given lecture method, demonstration method, seminar method, and workshop method.
Workshop, sir.
Workshop method is right. There was one question related to finding the direction, like A is going 5 kilometers in the east direction, then 25 kilometers in the west direction. So based on that, there was one question. I did not get the right question, but this question was there. The next question was, what do you mean by Python? Yes, it is a coding language. Python is a coding language. The right answer was coding language. It is used for coding in HTML, Java, etc. This question was again repeated. This question was asked in 2017 NET exam, the first Open University of India. If you have gone through, you must know this university was established in 1982. Yes, exactly. Namit has given the right answer. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar University. Nowadays, it is known as Telangana Open University. It is set up in Hyderabad, Telangana. It was set up in the year 1982. The first vice chancellor of the university was Professor G. Ramareddy. It is the question was about the database. There is a database in which you can add various names and addresses together, and you can send one email to all the mails all together. So you have to tell the name. Mail merge, very right. Excellent. Babita, Suma, Bharti, all of you given the right answer. The right answer is mail merge. And here is another number sequence. Is the screen not visible? Okay, sorry. Continue. I have not got any answer. Okay, I'll give this question in the group. You can solve it later on. Let me see anyone is able to solve this question. I'll move on to next. They have asked a question about the several phenomena, and they asked which is not a natural hazard. So there was option a chemical hazard was the right answer. Then they have asked about the steps of action research. I have well explained in my class about the steps of action research. If anyone remembers, kindly type in the chat box. Reflect, observe, act, plan. Like that, they have given 4 options, and you have to find the correct sequence. Exactly, Namit is given right answer. It is plan, act, observe, and reflect. Yes, Deepti is also right. They have given various pollutants that can cause cancer in the human body. The options were like mercury, pesticides, chlorine, magnesium. Likewise, they have given. The 2 options were right. Mercury and pesticides both can cause cancer. I don't know what will be the right answer that will be given. Mercury is also the element that can create cancer in humans. Yes, I'll explain in the group about the previous number question. There was the latest question regarding to COVID. To solve the problem of COVID, which research is relevant? And they have given different options like analytical research, historical research, action research, applied research. These were the options. Yes, applied research is right. In the applied research, this methodology is used to solve a specific and practical issue that is affecting an individual or a group. Particularly, this is used in medicine, education, and business field. So applied research is the right answer. Okay, Ambika, I'll add you in my group. I have noted your number. Yes, applied research is the right answer to this question. So these were the questions that I have received from various students. They have given me so many questions. I'll really thank all the students who have provided such nice questions. Although none of them are present here, but I really heartfelt thanks to all the students and to all the scholars who have joined this session. Also, you are very serious, and whatever the suggestions that I have given you, I hope you will implement. You will read this questions. You will read this entire thing in the next 3 to 4 days. You will solve all the question papers from 2015 to 2019. You have next 4 days, and you have to solve 8 question papers. It's not a difficult task. Kindly finish it, and I'm sure all of you will rock in the exam. Thank you, everyone.